Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, second flight of the Marlin today. The last flight was with my hat cam and I really couldn't see it that well, so I probably won't be able to use it. So hopefully you can see this one. Got a little light. And this Marlin, like I said, this is the latest release of their Marlin. They added something to it that they didn't tell anybody. It's not in the advertisement. But guess what? It's got reverse. And you won't find that anywhere in the manual or on the website. It's just little pigtail wire signal coming off the throttle. Plug it into an open channel, assign it to the switch, and you've got reverse. So, all right, right, left, up, down. Flying in my high rates, which are 100% throws over 20. I like 20% expo and sometimes 15% expo on jets. Let me make sure of that. I don't want to lie to you. No, yeah, 100% throws over 20% expo. And use the whole runway with a jet if you can. I mean, if it wants to lift off, fine. But pretty much lost our wind today, which is fine with me. So I'm going to have to use my flaps for landing. Marlin is just a nice little trainer jet. If you're wanting to get into EDFs, it's a great beginner jet.
Flaps up.
You can do little accidental touch and goes. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was a mistake.
3 minutes.
Let's try landing again. We won't use flaps this time. Completely out of the power now. She's just gliding. I'll get right back in the power here in just a second. That way I got enough momentum to keep going. This time we'll land with the flaps.
Landing flaps.
But see, I'm putting my flaps in right now. You want to start your landing approach halfway down the field. You don't start your approach here. You start it back there halfway down on any airplane. Anything that's got size and speed.
Flaps up.
There we go. All right.
Landing flaps.
Let's actually land at this time and come to a complete stop. Remember, if the runway's still rolling, you haven't stopped. Hey, I'm gonna land in the grass. No, I'm not.
Flaps up.
I lied. I was going to come to a complete stop. Let's try that again. And I'll try using that thrust reverse to slow me down. Flaps.
Landing flaps.
Come towards us. All right. Into the power. Braking. There we go.
Flaps up. Brakes off.
Now you can see that my landing was much shorter that time. All right, we're going to take off again. For a 64mm.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
She's got plenty of power. Great beginner jet.
Landing.
So right now, that's where I'm starting my landing approach right now. Not down here at the end of the runway, but halfway down the runway as I'm going away. Bring the plane, point it right at me, and then when I sense that center line, I'll start turning towards the center line, and then a little bit of flare. There we go. Little Tokyo slide.
Flaps up.
All right, now we can just go this way. Since there's no wind now. Little slow roll. There. And there again. If he had a passenger, that passenger is now cussing him. Calling him everything in the book. They dropped the barf bag. They're going to have cleanup on aisle 7 for sure.
Landing.
All right. I mean, you don't have to go, you know, full speed all the time with a jet. You need to, as long as you have enough to maintain lift, it's okay.
Braking.
Whoa! Now that's what you call stupid.
Flaps up.
Now, that guy
Brakes off.
was flying with a condition called anal cranial inversion. Other words, I had my head up my butt.
Remaining 1 minute.
I don't think I have a single trip to the field where I don't have a oops moment. But when you crash a plane, you have a bad landing, you know, you just obliterate something, you're going to learn more from that
Landing flap.
than you will 100 successful landings. A crash and a bad landing will teach you more than anything else.
Flaps up.
That was 2 landings for the price of 1.
Landing flaps.
All right. I've lost about a quart of blood now to the mosquitoes. So we're going to have to call it quits, folks. Rudder, rudder. Line up the center line. A little bit of back pressure. And there you go, folks.
Braking. Flaps up. Brakes off.
I am so glad they put reverse.
20 seconds.
Now, the only thing smart about this plane is as far as the smart tech goes, is the receiver. I have installed an AR630 antenna-less receiver. Let me know when you get the battery bay. Got it? All right, right back there, if you can see a little orange light, is the AR630. Now that you got your AR620 antenna-less receiver, and then you got your AR630 antenna-less receiver. The difference between this one and that one is the AR620 has no safe, stability, gyro, whereas the AR630 does. So you have to do your forward programming and all that to enable all that. So this does have safe if I choose it. That's where I got the 2200 on the right where that wooden tray starts, going back. Good flying plane. Like I said, my only really negative is this chicken wire. Okay, the FMS Futura 64 that Hobby Zone sent me out is actually $20 cheaper than this. It has reverse. It's a little bit larger, a little more powerful, and it's got nice trailing link suspension, whereas this one doesn't. But a little hint, if you buy the landing gear for the 64 Futura, it fits this one perfectly. I've already tried it, it works. And when it comes in, I'm going to put it on this. Great little plane, got reverse. Arrows Marlin, you pick it up at Hobby Zone. It's $199, it comes with reverse now. If you put it in your basket and you use my link, you can take $10 off the price. You just put in the code FGFRC, all caps, Fat Guy Flies RC, FGFRC. You can take $10 off the price. I get a commission, you get a plane, and you save some money. We all win. And we're getting dive bombed by birds now. I'm so glad they decided not to, you know what, on me. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.